Right, good morning and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we share all of your Thai girlfriend stories. Now, in today's video, we have a subscriber from the UK who's had a couple of failed relationships and also lost a couple of houses. So he decided to venture off to Southeast Asia. First stop, the Philippines, and then over to Thailand. So, in today's story, let's find out how this subscriber got on with dating women in Southeast Asia. Hi Dan, hope you and your boy are both doing well and that your personal situation is as good as it possibly can be. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you and extend the debt of gratitude I owe you regarding the Thai survival guide you and your subscribers provide on your channel. To me, it has been invaluable. I will share my experience and how you have helped me. Not sure it is usable on your channel, but I wanted you to know how much you getting these stories out there really does help. I am 55, divorced 15 years. That was one house down. I separated from my last UK partner of 7 years just after COVID restrictions were lifted. How we did not murder each other during lockdown is a mystery. But we got through it and I quickly got out of it, although another house bit the dust. So, having now given away 2 houses in the UK, I decided to spread my charity and jolly off to Asia and potentially give away a few more. So last year, I went on my first expedition to the Philippines as a complete and utter simp. I met a Filipina called Joy in a bar, not a working girl, I hasten to add. She was there in this Manila bar with a bunch of friends. We got chatting and I was invited to join their night out. So we had food, the beer buckets were endless, and I thought, this is great. Right up to the point the bill came and my newfound gang of friends promptly disappeared, leaving me and my girl with the bill of about £180, and seemingly it was my privilege to pay for this. I did like Joy, so put it down to a lesson learned and got a bit closer with her. Now here comes a big red flag that I failed to recognise at the time. Lucky for me, Joy was between jobs and could spend my holiday with me and my money. When we parted and I got home to the UK, the financial support requests started very quickly. Loan needed repaying, mother got sick, cousin was in prison for a firearms charge, and legal aid was required. So I thought, as I will probably never see her again, at this point it would be prudent to say thank you for the good time and locate that block button.
So I ran to the end of the road.
Undeterred, in fact, quite infused by my Philippines adventure, I thought I would give Thailand a try. But this time, I figured I would research a bit deeper before jetting off. This is when I found your channel. I spent many hours getting up to speed with all the stories, all the reaction, your own situation, and learning from all those lived experiences. I did not believe that armed with all my newfound knowledge, I would ever get caught in a long-term, long-distance, multi-transactional relationship with a Thai girl of any variety or background, and I would be safe from all those temptations. So, I flew into Bangkok, arriving 3 hours after the recent earthquake. The airport was chaos, no SkyTrain running, and it took 4 hours to get a taxi into the city and to my hotel. The hotel receptionist was called Why, and I thought, why ever not? She was beautiful and made me feel really very special. At that moment, I thought, oh dear, I could be in trouble if they are all like, why? Now it got to 10 p.m. and I decided I would go out and get a taste of the nightlife without going crazy. On the first night, Nana Plaza was closed that night due to the earthquake and the girls being unable to get to the bars. So I strolled down Sukhumvit Road in the direction of Soy Cowboy. Which was crazy and an overload on my jet-lagged senses. So I thought I would give it a miss for that night, and I took a stroll back on Sukhumvit and enjoy the attention of the freelancers who obviously smelled fresh blood. So I took a seat at one of the pop-up bars on the street and had a beer. Sugar came by and sat with me. She was an amazing Thai girl with long blonde hair and a figure to die for. I was in big trouble, which was odd because generally I don't even take sugar. I bought her a drink, and to my surprise, it was the same price as mine, so none of this lady drink thing. I set out with an age rule, half my age plus 7 as a minimum, which put 35 years old as my bottom line. I told Sugar this, and she claimed to be 35, which I was very skeptical about. Sugar produced her ID, and to my surprise, she was 35. And to my even bigger surprise, Miss Sugar is, in fact, Mr. Sugar.
ป้าอยู่ไหนไม่รู้ใช่ป้าเข้าไปในป่า
ลองเรียกสายป่าน
ใช่ป้าไม่รู้อยู่ไหน
เรียกสายป่าน
สายป่านอยู่ไหน
ใช่ป้าอยู่ไหนไม่รู้กลัวใช่ป้าหลงป่าใช่ป้าอยู่ไหนไม่รู้
สายป่านไปทำอะไรนะ ไปฉี่เปล่า
ไม่รู้ใช่ป้าเนี่ยหลงป่า
สายป่าน
I have attached a photo for reference. Be honest, would you be fooled, Dan? Looking around this pop-up, there did seem to be an abundance of fairly obvious ladyboys, but I would never have twigged on Sugar, at least not until it was too late. I did think, could I? Should I? But the big head won, and there will be no sugar in my tea tonight. I have to say though, she was beautiful and the bar was a lot of fun, so I had no regrets. The following night, I met Pim, not that one, in a bar in Nana Plaza. She was great, early 40s and quite beautiful. I am beginning to see how easily trapped we guys can get. We exchanged contact details, but I was off to give Pattaya a go the next day, so I put my Pims on ice.
And keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Now, what I have not mentioned is leading up to my trip, I was exploring the delights of Thai Cupid and had connected with a 45-year-old called Pan, and we arranged to meet when I got to Pattaya. So I arrived in Pattaya and had only been at my hotel for an hour when I got a message to say that she was in reception. I was not expecting such an early Pan kickoff, and I was disappointed as I had been anticipating exploring the delights of Pattaya on my own for the first night. Now initially, she was okay, not as attractive as her dating profile pictures led me to believe, and to be honest, she very soon became quite irritating. I don't know why I did not just cut my losses and tell her it is not you, it is me at this point, but I went with the flow. One thing led to another, and after a skinful, bedroom antics followed. Now I regret this because now there was no getting rid of her. She was beyond jealous and had a right pop at me for just chatting to a waitress in one bar. All a bit rich as her phone was constantly buzzing with some guy called Dominic, desperate to get hold of her. After 3 days and nights, I feigned illness so she would leave me alone and I could explore Pattaya nightlife for myself. This I did and met Kat in a bar. She is beautiful, 48 but looked 38 and had a real tale of woe regarding being beaten up by her husband and having to flee the family home in Isan and ending up in a bar in Pattaya. Now, photo evidence was produced to support this version of events. I like Kat, so I bar-fined her, took her back to my hotel, and she was very good in the horizontal gymnastics department, and I arranged without thinking it through to take her out the next evening. Now, Kat left about 9 a.m. the following morning, and 30 minutes later, Pan was knocking on my hotel door. I had almost forgotten about her. She had arranged for me to take her out for the day and spend loads of money on her, which was nice. However, over breakfast, I told her I was not in the business of handing out cash and only help those who help themselves, hoping that this would dampen her enthusiasm and set me free. Unfortunately, it fell on deaf ears, and I was given a sob story after sob story about her family, her situation of hating Pattaya and wanting to return to Bangkok, where she had many great opportunities waiting for her. But the expense of relocating was keeping her imprisoned in Pattaya. She had told me that her aunt was very well off running a successful business and her daughter was living her best life in Europe, married to a rich guy. But apparently, it is not the done thing to ask your family, who have known you your whole life, for financial support. But a random you have known for 3 days is far more acceptable. I digested all these hints and requests for financial assistance and did not really respond. Day came to leave Pattaya and return for one night in Bangkok before heading back home. Luckily for me, Pan had reason to go to Bangkok and Julie invited herself to freeload on the journey and my hotel. I wondered if she would somehow manage to get on my flight home and I would never be free. She ruined my last night in Bangkok as well as my Pattaya experience, and I flew back to the UK a bit deflated by a spoiled Thai adventure. I had collected 4 contacts: Pan, Kat, Pim, and yes, Sugar. Never say never. After the flight and phone returning to the network, all 4 had messaged. Kat declaring undying love and how she can't live without me, but her broken phone might make keeping in touch quite difficult. Pim, also so happy she met me, but coincidentally also having phone-related issues. Note to self: business opportunity, mobile phone repair shop in Thailand. On to Sugar, loving emoji and hoping we might meet again when I am in Bangkok. Ironically, he is by far the sweetest of them all. Pan, 2 messages: she missed me and she loved me, and a 2-word text that read Western Union. So I replied with a 2-word text of my own, and the second word was off. I really could and would have been in big trouble had I not found your channel and been pre-warned. So you definitely are doing good work, and I thank you on behalf of all the would-be simps, and I'm looking forward to my next trip to Thailand. Take care, and I hope everything works out well for you. Ciao for now. Right guys, I can't share this, but he enclosed the picture of the he-she ladyboy, and yeah, she looks like a lady. Right, firstly, thank you very much for sending your email into the channel, and I'm glad that the actual channel has helped you in regards to not falling in love and not feeling sorry and starting to give them your money. As you can see, it's a common trend for these girls to tell you that they love you and that they miss you and that they want to be with you. Also, they will state they don't want to work in the bar and they want to go back home, hoping that you will be Captain Saver and their problems will be fixed. And all I can hope for in the future is that these stories help many men so that they don't naively or foolishly fall in love or in lust and getting themselves stuck on the payroll. Now, if you've had a similar experience or you want to share your own Thailand experience or even Southeast Asian experience, then get your stories sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com and we will share your story on the channel. Apart from that, guys, I'm going to record another story with a guy who claims that he got scammed in a different way. So stay tuned for that. Apart from that, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, look after yourselves, and ciao for now. Bye-bye.